Hello, and welcome to MAT011 Mathematical Reasoning and Problem Solving here at Cape Cod Community College for the Spring 2024 semester. I'm Professor Fernandez, and what I'd like to do in this introduction video, the first of three, is to just give you a broad overview of what the course is going to be achieving this semester, and then those following two reference videos that you see in our class Moodle page will finish the job. They'll take you in great detail through the intricacies of the course. Even though they're going to make reference to a fall 2023 template, the same steps and procedures are going to be utilized for the spring 2024 semester as well. I would draw your attention, of course, in the introductory mode of our course, in the intro documents module, to our course syllabus. You'll see within our course syllabus a thorough treatment of not only the basic details in terms of objectives of the course, but how you'll be utilizing these course resources and successfully completing these course objectives, including assignments that are going to be issued on a weekly basis, their deadlines, and the anticipated assessments to be issued at the conclusion of each unit. In a big picture fashion, what's going to typically happen on Sunday at midnight, unless otherwise adjusted to Monday at midnight, a startup message is going to be sent to everyone via our class Moodle page, but it'll also be delivered to your 4C's email address. That'll give you the lowdown on what we're going to be talking about during that given week. The expectation is going to be that you're going to complete a moment of review Padlet exercise, which kind of gets our gears rolling in terms of what we've thought about these materials from previous treatments. And that'll transition over into an entrance activity in Pearson MyLab and Mastering that again kind of gives us the opportunity to review and put into perspective what we're going to be doing over the course of that component of the unit. Once we completed that appropriate entrance check, if you will, the next phase of our investigation is an exploratory phase. And before we go into that exploratory phase, you're going to actually notice there's a PowerPoint presentation called a Take 2 presentation. And so if I can close this window for a moment, going back to our class Moodle page, if I, for instance, go to a Unit 1, Part 1 investigation here with respect to whole number basics, you'll see that Take 2 presentation, if you will, is presented as a PowerPoint, and that, again, gives you the gist of what the major ideas are within that component of our investigation. So you'll do the Padlet exercise, you go ahead, you go to the PowerPoint presentation, give yourself that moment of review. That'll compensate as well with respect to your performance on the entrance check you're completing via MyLab and Mastering, which will then again be verified by your successful completion of not only an exploratory discussion board assignment, but also an exploratory activity exercise in Pearson MyLab and Mastering as well. With each component of the units we're going to be undertaking this semester, there are going to be exit quizzes. And that sort of serves as the final check, if you will, on your mastery of that content in our course. You'll have these exit quizzes for each of the respective components of the unit, which will effectively culminate in the complete assessment for that unit's investigation at the appropriate time. So you can see here for week 1, from the 22nd to the 27th, we're going to be completing not only Unit 1, Part 1 with respect to the basics of whole numbers, but also the operations of whole numbers, and that'll set the stage for week 2, our continuation of Unit 1 with respect to rounding and estimation, as well as the order of operations. As we look to conclude the discussion in Unit 1 in Part 5 with our investigation of variables, algebraic expressions, and equations during the week of January 28th through February 3rd, you'll also notice that we are closing discussion of Unit 1, which therefore means you'll also be completing a Unit 1 complete assessment via Pearson MyLab and Mastering at that time as well. One thing to make mention of is this. With respect to those moment of review Padlet exercises, the expectation is when you post to the Padlet, you're going to leave your name and the appropriate date and time when you submitted your Padlet entry, not only on the Padlet entry, but also via the appropriate discussion board here in our course Moodle page. With respect to the exploratory discussion assignments, everyone's expected to not only provide one initial post, original, but also to reply at minimally to one of the members of their class outside of their own thread. The hope here is that we're going to be providing unique, original posts and responses. This is really what adds to the class's discussion in terms of getting those burning ideas satisfied and vetted out before we further undertake assessments like the exit quizzes and the unit assessments. The entrance checks and exploratory assignments you're going to be completing in Pearson MATLAB and Mastering offer an unending number of attempts. You can keep trying it until you get it right. That's not the case on the exit quizzes, nor the unit assessments, nor the comprehensive final exam we're going to have at the end of the semester. Those opportunities are one-shot deals, so you only have that one chance to get the problem right. The thinking is that you've had all these components of opportunity to really get solidified with the material, so that at that point in time, we really should be putting our best foot forward. So with that being said, before you try the exit quiz, before you try the unit assessments, make sure you're absolutely comfortable with the content so that what you're putting forward there is your best attempt. Again, if at any point in time across the semester, if any issues arise, do not hesitate to reach me via email, mfernandez@capecod.edu. There are also office hours, or what we call now student hours, made available to you via Zoom. Those are provided via the Zoom block here on our course Moodle page. And so I'll be available on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10:30 to 11, as well as 1:30 to 2 p.m. And then again on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. via these links provided here on our course Moodle page. If at any point in time an issue arises, do not hesitate to reach me via email. And if it is a Pearson MATLAB and Mastering related concern, I would definitely attempt to reach the Pearson customer service line. Their help desk is very, very responsive, and it's 24/7. So when things are happening in the middle of the night and no one else is available, they're a great resource to utilize to make sure you're staying on track and achieving the course's objectives. I wish you a successful and enjoyable spring 2024 semester here in our MAT011 course. And again, the big picture of this course really is to not only review the arithmetic skills that we're expected to have already in place, but also to prepare us for the algebraic investigation that our future courses, whether it's the MAT013-130 co-requisite quantitative reasoning course or the MAT015-150 co-requisite stats course, is going to expect of us to have in place on day one to successfully undertake its investigation as well. More future application courses. But really, this is our opportunity in sort of a non-pressurized fashion to solidify these ideas to make sure we're good to go and we're ready to succeed in our future mathematical and application of mathematics endeavors. Best wishes, and again, I'm always available via email should any issues arise. Don't forget to utilize all the resources made available here in our course Moodle page. While I've attempted to provide a Unit 1 by Unit 1 block modularized approach to the breakdown of our course content, you'll actually see at the very end of our class Moodle page that I provided a litany of supplementary videos within each unit. So at the close of each unit's presentation, you'll see these supplementary videos which have been collected from a plethora of different online resources that speak to the objectives that are being covered within that unit's discussion. There are also other available resources made available to 4C students, both online and virtually. So do not hesitate to stop in to the Math Learning Center as well if any issue should arise over the course of the semester. Again, email is the best means of communicating with me. There is a phone number listed on our course syllabus. I'm only able to access that most expeditiously when I'm on campus or in my email during normal business hours. But otherwise, that email address listed, mfernandez@capecod.edu, is the best means of communication. Check out those introduction reference videos that are listed here in our first block of our course Moodle page as well. They go into greater detail with respect to not only the course syllabus. Please adjust for the appropriate dates because now we're in spring 2024, not fall 2023. But it also goes through that breakdown of that Pearson MATLAB Mastering service and the expectations of our course, more the particular types of activities and assignments you'll be completing over the course of the semester. Best wishes again for a successful spring 2024 semester and a continuation of your successful journey here at 4Cs and completion of your mathematical requirements.